Azarion-2002, Noemia-2003. When it comes to the anomalies contained within our walls here at Site 49, some are harmless, some are incredibly dangerous, and some are a little bit of both. The two cases I'm about to discuss fall into the latter category, and because of the unique nature of their threat level, they have been grouped together into one file. That's right. This is another double feature. Over the course of my career, there have been only a handful of encounters that made me question everything I thought I knew about the nature of reality. These two are not just some of the most important cases in my memory, but have also had a profound impact on me personally. Let's get started. The following documents pertain to case files contained within the Omniculous division of the SCP Foundation, specifically Azarion and Noemia. Code names: Azarion-2002, Noemia-2003. Category: Cosmic Anomalies. Threat Level: 1. Non-hostile. Monitored for anomalies. Status: Active. As I previously stated, these two cases are being discussed together because of their unique relationship to each other. We don't know much about either of them individually, so please bear with me, as I do my best to condense this massive amount of data into a coherent summary. It may be easier to understand if we begin with Azarion. Azarion is an immortal male anomaly, existing since before the birth of humanity, and presumably the universe itself. This particular case was given the designation 2002 due to the fact that that was the year we first encountered him. Prior to that, his existence was completely unknown. In 2002, he was discovered by a team of researchers excavating an ancient burial chamber in Egypt. Upon discovery, it became clear that this individual was somehow hundreds, possibly thousands of years old, yet showed no signs of aging. Further testing revealed a variety of unexplainable abilities, including a form of precognition, the ability to manipulate inorganic matter at a subatomic level, and the power to heal any physical ailment instantaneously. Despite his age and wisdom, which would suggest otherwise, it should be noted that Azarion seems almost childlike in his wonder for the world around him, asking questions and making observations like someone experiencing life for the very first time. It's almost as if he learns something new every day. I think that's what makes him so special. Despite having existed since the dawn of man, he doesn't feel stagnant. He's always growing. He takes notes, he asks questions. He's constantly trying to learn something new. He's wise, intelligent, and powerful beyond anything we could ever hope to comprehend, yet humble enough to admit he doesn't know everything and willing to listen and learn from someone younger and less experienced. I don't know how he does it, but he's managed to retain his sense of wonder and curiosity throughout all those centuries, which I find absolutely fascinating. So what makes Azarion special? The answer, as paradoxical as it may sound, is time. While he is technically timeless, existing outside of our perception of the fourth dimension, he's fascinated by it. From what I can gather, Azarion has spent a lot of time traveling throughout history, though he's never gone further than 100 years into the future or 1,000 years into the past. What sets him apart from other time travelers, however, is the fact that he does so willingly. Most time travel is forced upon the victim, who has no choice in the matter. Azarion, on the other hand, actively seeks out the experience, reveling in the opportunity to witness firsthand the evolution of humanity. At least that's what he says anyway. According to him, he enjoys watching us grow and change, seeing the different faces and hearing the various stories. Of course, that might just be his way of coping with his eternal damnation. But I choose to believe him. It's unclear why Azarion has chosen to align himself with the Foundation, considering the fact that he could easily surpass our understanding of reality. Perhaps he sees us as kindred spirits, two groups of people trying to understand the universe in the face of insurmountable odds. Or maybe he just likes hanging around humans, because they're so interesting to him. Who am I to question that? Which brings us to Noemia. Unlike Azarion, Noemia is not an immortal being. She is instead a displaced anomaly whose origin is currently unknown. She travels uncontrollably through time and space, appearing seemingly at random in different eras and locations. There have been instances where she stayed in a given time period for months at a time, only to disappear the following day. Then there are times where she appears and disappears within minutes. The only consistency in her behavior is her eventual return to Earth. She always finds her way home. What makes Noemia truly unique, however, is the fact that she is tied to Azarion in a way that we are only just beginning to understand. As I mentioned earlier, there is a connection between these two cosmic entities that is difficult to explain. All we know is that it's strong enough to pull Noemia back to her beloved Azarion whenever she gets lost in time. We don't know exactly how she does it, but she always finds her way back to him, and he's always there waiting for her. I suppose that in a way that makes them a couple of sorts. Their first known encounter happened back in 1975, when Noemia materialized briefly in front of field agents during an investigation. She vanished minutes later, but not before leaving behind trace amounts of residual energy that suggested she'd traveled through time. And upon her disappearance, Azarion appeared and cooperated fully with the agents, essentially confirming their story. Following this incident, Azarion joined the Foundation in a research capacity, working tirelessly to develop a system capable of predicting Noemia's return. This took several years, but in 2001, his invention paid off. He was able to accurately predict her arrival down to the minute and the second. The agents found her, and she disappeared once again, this time taking Azarion's device with her. It wasn't until 2019 that Noemia returned to our timeline once more, staying with Azarion for 3 full months, before vanishing during the night. To say that I'm jealous of their relationship is a gross understatement. Noemia's current timeline and location remain unknown, but her energy signature is being monitored closely by the Theoretics Division. Azarion, on the other hand, continues his work at a lower-level research post within Omniculous. His inventions are now being used in conjunction with several time detection programs, some of which are still classified to this day. Despite the emotional toll this separation has taken on him, Azarion remains calm and hopeful, believing that Noemia will always find her way back to him eventually. How can I put this? The two of them give me hope. Not every anomaly is a monster, and not every story has to end in tragedy. Sometimes things work out the way we want them to, even if it takes centuries. That concludes this double feature. Special thanks to the author for writing such an incredible script. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this.